Okay, hello boys and girls. So for story time today, I thought we would read about Captain Tom Moore. Now, Captain Tom Moore, he's just passed away, and he passed away on the 2nd of February. But he raised over £35 million for the NHS, okay, so for all the doctors and nurses and hospitals in Great Britain. And Captain Tom Moore, he raised all of that money because during lockdown, he would just walk around his garden and do laps and laps and laps and never stop and just keep going. And people would sponsor him and give him money for his contribution. And he would give all of that money to the NHS. So he was a massive hero during lockdown. So I thought it was quite appropriate that we learn all about him today. So, Captain Tom Moore. Here we go. Here we go. There he is there in his little look. Once there was a humble boy from Yorkshire who was born with his feet firmly on the ground. His name was Tom, and the day he started walking, his parents realised he would never stop. From an early age, he showed a passion for all kinds of engines. Tom was just 12 when he found a broken motorcycle in a barn. He bought it for 2 shillings and a sixpence. And he determined to fix it and take it on the road. So he bought it for 2 shillings and a sixpence and was determined to make it work and use it on the road. Tom was working as an apprentice engineer when he was called up to join the Duke of Wellington's regiment and fight for his country in a faraway land. He had never left his family before, but his knees did not tremble. So he wasn't nervous, he did what he had to do for his country. And there he is, saying goodbye to his mum and dad. As soon as he landed in India, Tom felt like he was in an entirely new world. Sometimes, he had to share his bed with spiders as big as the palm of his hand and poisonous snakes. But next to his comrades, he felt at home. So even though there's lots of animals and snakes and spiders, he felt at home with all of his team. His firm determination and courage took him from soldier to captain. Tom was always there to raise his team's spirits. Even in their toughest moments, under enemy fire, he knew they were on the winning side. When the war ended, Captain Tom left the army and built a family, but he never forgot his friends. He started a reunion dinner that went on for 65 long years until finally it was just him answering his own invitation. Okay, so every year as he got older, he would have annual dinners where all of his friends used to meet up. But with time, as they got older, less and less of them were able to turn up. He was 90 when he slipped during his daily walk. After a few visits to the hospital, Captain Tom left with a ton of gratitude for the nurses and doctors who took care of him. And also with a hip replacement and 2 knees. Oh my goodness. So he's had new hips and new knees. It takes just one step after another to get well. And Captain Tom couldn't wait to take the first. When his daughter found a treadmill on the drive and discovered it was Grandpa Tom who had bought it online, she felt very proud of him. So look, there's his daughter, and he's just bought himself a treadmill so he could get walking again. So like recovery, he started from a wheelchair and now he's onto a treadmill now. One spring, on his 100th birthday, as his 100th birthday approached, Captain Tom decided to celebrate it by walking 100 laps of his garden before the big date arrived. He had just started walking when a global pandemic struck his country. Oh dear. So look, for his 100th birthday, he wanted to walk 100 laps of his field, of his garden, okay? However, coronavirus, the global pandemic, a big, nasty bug, has just started. Holding his walking frame even tighter, so that's his walking frame, Captain Tom kept marching with a new goal in mind: to raise £1,000 for those who took care of him. And now we're on the front line helping others, the healthcare staff. So he now wanted to change it. Rather than being about him and 100 laps for 100 birthdays, he wants to try and make it £1,000 for the NHS, so all the nurses and doctors. Everyone was so touched by Captain Tom's feat that By his birthday, he had raised more than £30 million. Oh my goodness me. His regiment was there to salute him, and he was sent cards from people all over the country, and even from the Queen. Even the Queen sent Captain Tom a card. And tomorrow will be a new day, and the sun will shine as little Tom goes for his daily stroll. The humble hero and national treasure who invites us to keep walking next to him, never leaving anyone behind. It's a lovely story about Captain Tom, and it shows all about details of his life and all the photos. Knighted by the Queen, amazing. And that was all about Captain Tom.